oh my god, Star Trek is saved. This is the best thing they could ever do. This is the one thing they could do to actually fix the franchise. Hello everyone, I am Mecha Random 42, your favorite YouTube harpy, and they are bringing back the Skant. What is the Skant? It's the little mini skirt that the men and the women wore in Next Generation, and this guy walking around in a skirt. Nothing wrong with that. This is representation and diversity. This is how you do it, right? You bring back the Skant. Because clearly that's like the best thing ever. The mini skirt, right? The little uniform that gives room to breathe. The best thing ever. Let's look at this article from comicbook.com, which we know is owned by CBS, the propaganda arm of CBS All Access, basically. Longtime fans of Star Trek may remember Starfleet's Skant uniform. The uniform variant was a unisex dress worn by men and women during the era of Next Generation. That's what I just said. The Skant was rarely seen then and hasn't been revived since. Star Trek Discovery's iteration of the Starfleet uniform is unisex in another way. The naval designs put the male and female characters both in pants. Earlier this season, well, maybe you should tell them they're a Navy-inspired show. They really need to learn some military stuff. That is, like, all kidding aside, that is the one thing they really, really need to do to fix it. Learn their military protocol, seriously, for crying out loud. Get rid of Michael Burnham as the main character, make everything not revolve around her, and I think we'd be okay. It would probably be a much better show. Earlier this season, Commander Nhan of the USS Enterprise debuted in a version of the classic Starfleet uniform with a skirt. She's since transitioned into a variant of the USS Discovery uniform that also has a skirt. Could the Skant return next? According to Discovery costume designer Gersha Phillips, yes, the Skant will appear before the end of Discovery's second season. Is it going to be Stamets? If it's going to be so stereotypical of Stamets, where put it on Ash Tyler. I want to see Ash Tyler in the Skant. Because Stamets would do it. Stamets or Dr. Culber, you would expect them to because they're the token gays on the show. I want to see it on somebody who wouldn't wear it. I want to see Michael Burnham wear it. She's got such a stick up her ass. Just don't put it on Spock. Don't put it on Pike. None of our existing characters. Tilly could wear it. Put Tilly in the Skant. I'd be okay with that. Here's what she told the Daily Dot when asked if they'd consider updating the Skant. We have! They haven't come out yet, but they'll be later in the season. I was looking for a particular character to do it on, and we didn't have anybody specific. It'll come up closer to the end, but we did do it, and we will try to do it going forward. It is true that it's always been there for Star Trek. Apart from the original series, the J.J. Abrams remake, they have maintained a really cool non-binary look throughout. So I think that going forward, it was really important to do as well. The tunic will come back because so far, Nhan is the only one that's worn them on our ship. She wore the blue disco one, which turned out really cool. But yeah, our intention is definitely to do them for both men and women. Those looking for more Next Generation nods won't be disappointed. It's too early for the next gen nods, though. It's too early. That's the other thing. It's like, yeah, I would love to see the Skant again, of course, but I would love to see Star Trek again as well. Hell, throw it on Bortus. I wouldn't mind. On the Orville. The Orville is Star Trek now. Who am I kidding? It is Star Trek is the Orville. That's all there is to it. In an interview with comicbook.com, Phillips hinted that there are some classic Klingon references in store. Oh, fuck. Saying it may not be right off at the first time we see the Klingons. I'm trying to think of what I did to the first one. I feel like this one, I sort of went out on my own. There are some pieces, yes, that you can say there might be some nods for sure. Yes, I think L'Rell's dress, definitely. I think the two ladies I've been asked about, and I even remember their names. The one that have the sort of cut-out breast pieces, is that from TNG as well? Oh, you don't know the Doris sister? You're talking about the Doris sisters with the boob window. Hashtag boob window good. We're bringing back the boob window. This summer we'll whip out the shirts with the boob window, right? You're talking about the Doris sisters and you don't even remember their fucking names? And they're talking about L'Rell's dress. I did see L'Rell's dress. I think I have a video of that. I'll link that one in the description below. It's kind of like a red and black. It looks very plastic and cheap. And she's dancing around to a Demi Lovato song. It was from last summer when they were filming this, so I know I did a video on it. You don't remember, though, the Doris sisters. You don't remember the Doris sisters. And that's not how I spell it. Is that... Did I spell it wrong? I probably said... because it Klingons. There we go. I'm like, did I spell it wrong? With the boob window. Yeah, the boob window. You need the boob window, especially if you're going to be a Klingon. They hired an actress who's not exactly, you know, she's got a great personality. This is what I think of when I think Klingon women, though. Like, seriously. Seriously. Oh, Lord. And they can't even remember who they are. See, Google it. Google it. Klingon sisters. You could probably just Google Klingon sisters. Yes, it was TNG. They don't even remember it was from TNG. These are people who are working on the fucking show, and they didn't even do their research. And here I was embarrassed. I thought I spelled Duras sisters wrong. What do you think of Discovery bringing back the Skant? I think it's a better idea than what they've had. But seriously. Do your research. Just make Star Trek. Just make Star Trek. I mean, yeah, all kidding aside, just make Star Trek. You know, it's not that hard. People have done it for years and years and years and years and years and years, right? It's really not that hard. Also, the image that they were talking about, let me see. I'll pull it up for you guys. They're talking about the Commander Non, this girl here on the very, very far in the red top and the skirt. She's the only character who's wearing a skirt on the entire show, and this is supposed to be Star Trek, and she's still so covered up. So incredibly covered up, right? This is their little attempt at being the Orville, too. Oh god, this was so cringe. Yes, she wore a skirt. I mean, there are more things to worry about in the show. Lighting it properly. If the show actually looked as well lit as this photo, then it probably wouldn't be so terrible, but man, I don't know. It's I think it's kind of a lost cause at this point. We're only really watching it just to kind of laugh at it. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that kind of all we're really doing? That's kind of all I'm doing, is just really, I'm there watching Star Trek Discovery to kind of laugh at it anymore, because I used to just sit there and take notes, spend hours of my day writing down every little technical incorrect thing, everything that doesn't make sense, every plot hole. And I'd rather just spend it live streaming with you guys riffing it. You know, when we watch Discovery, I'd rather just sit there and make fun of Discovery and hang out with you guys rather than sitting there typing angrily for 2 or 3 hours, picking apart every detail just to have people just call me a hater anyway. Tell me what you guys think in the comments section below. I will see you on the next video or live stream. Bye! Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!